Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited today because I am going to be showing you the brand new Nutrmill IMPACT. Now this is a game changer for home mealing. For those of you who feel like that grain meals are way too expensive, this is the least expensive option. But just because it's least expensive doesn't mean they skimped on anything. It is a really nice and capable grain meal, and I'm so excited to share it with you today. So this is called the IMPACT. It is an IMPACT style meal, which means it uses two metal, I don't know what you call them, they're like discs that burst the grains, and so it bursts them into a fine flour. You can adjust it from really super fine to a coarser flour. We're going to go through all that. And it has an 8-cup hopper, so you can put 8 cups of grain, and the bowl will hold 12 cups of flour, and that's a lot of flour. So I'm really excited to share this with you. I love the design of this grain meal because it nestles together, takes up very little space. I think it may be, aside from the Harvest grain meal, this one is very tidy when you put it all together, and I'll show you how that works in just a few minutes. When you get it, it's going to have on the lid, it's going to tell you what to do. It's going to show you everything. This is the filter. It's a new and improved filter. So the filters on the Classic, it just sits down in there. This one snaps down in there, and it's for improved dust control. So there's like no dust with this grain meal, which is exciting. It has the cup that you just twist off here and empty that when you're finished with your milling, and it just goes right back on right there. It snaps on to the bowl instead of just pushing down on there. That's also really great for dust control. This is the hopper, nestles inside of the bowl. So here's your hopper, and it fits on top of the motor. This is your bowl that you'll put your lid on to gather all of your fresh milled flour. So we're going to go through the first milling together. And to do the first milling, you want to do white rice because you want to clean any manufacturing dust or anything that might be on the, inside the grain meal. And so we're going to do that. And then we are going to mill up some hard white wheat because I need to put on some bread for today, and we're going to get that going right now. Okay, so here's the motor. It's pretty heavy duty, and I do want to mention that the warranty is amazing. There's a lifetime warranty on the milling heads and the motor, and then I think it's, I'll check and tell you, but it's so many years on the rest of everything. So the way that this works, you pull this out and you twist it on to this. It's got little tabs. You put the tabs down in there and twist it, and it locks in place. And then we're going to put the lid. The way you want to line the lid up is, I want to show you so you'll know. There's a little tab right here, and it fits into the back of the bowl. And then you just push it down, and you can lock it with this. Make sure this is in place, and it is. This is where the flour is going to come right here, and then it comes out right here. So what you want to do is slide this up on there until it clicks. There you go. No questions, no wondering if you got it right. You just click it in there. All right, so for the first milling, you want to do a 1/4 cup of white rice, and we're going to get that going right now. All right, so that's it. Now we're just going to lift this up and pull it out. Easy. And then to open it, you pull up on this gray part and just pull the lid up. There we go. It's hard to see because it's white, but it's very nice, fine flour. Now we're going to discard this because it was for cleaning. And then I'm going to grind up some white wheat because I need to make some bread. So that is the Impact in action. I'm going to use this exclusively for the next little bit because I want to give you a full review on it, like at least a week of using it regularly. And then I'm going to compare it to the classic grain meal. Now this grain meal is $199. I also have a coupon code ROSE20. I'll put it up on the screen here. Use that at checkout and you get another $20 off. So it's $179, which is really, really good. There's also some Black Friday deals that are coming up, so be sure and use my link in the description box below to head over to Nutrmill and check all that out. I will say that this meal works flawlessly. It made beautifully fine flour for my baking. It was fast. The flour was not hot at all. It was just a little bit warm, so that's always important when you're using a grain meal. You don't want the flour to get so hot that it can destroy some of the nutrients, because the whole point is to keep all those nutrients intact. And I can tell you, I felt of it as soon as it was done, and it was barely warm. And so I'm really excited about that, because to be honest with you, I think this may be the coolest flour that I've felt from a grain meal, and that's pretty exciting. Okay, let's talk about what you can grind and what feed rate that you want to grind it at. Of course, you're going to be able to grind all of your wheat berries, which is what most of us want to know, but you can also grind popcorn, dent corn, all kinds of different beans, and really exciting because there's a lot that this can do. It also has a feed rate that goes from 1 to 7, which is so exciting. All right, so what you cannot meal would be things like spices, chia seeds, coffee beans, oatmeal, things like that. Anything that's oily, you don't want to put through an Impact grain meal. All right, so here's how the feed rate works. So for fine flour, if you're doing wheat, you want it to be on 2 or 3. So the numbers are on the side of the motor. Now, when you first click it, the first click just turns the motor on. Then you start going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 7. So 2 to 3 is a fine bread flour. And then coarse flour would be 4 plus. So anything above 4 will give you a coarser flour. So if you are grinding popcorn, you probably want to go up to 7 if you like a cornmeal texture. That's what I'm going to do. And then for something like quinoa, you want to do 1, but that's really the only thing you're going to use the feed rate 1 for, because it's just a tiny little grain. So let's talk about the warranty, which is awesome. I wanted to tell you all about that. The Impact will be free of manufacturing defects in materials and workmanship for 5 years with a limited lifetime warranty on the motor and the milling heads. So the parts that have a 5-year warranty are the replaceable parts, and then the actual motor base with the milling heads, lifetime. I love that. That's really important. And you'll notice that they do that with their classic grain mill as well. Of course, they give you this really nice guide to get you started. To be honest with you, this meal is set up for beginners. It's perfect for beginners because there's not a lot to, there's not like a learning curve. They tell you everything you need to know to get started. It's so easy to use, and you're like, within a few minutes, you can be grinding your own flour. I like that it's a closed system, that there's no dust. There was literally no dust when I was milling that, and that is awesome. I love the design, and I love the way that it nestles together that I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. But it's really nice design. I like the cup on this one. I love my classic. You know, I've used it for years. But I like the design of the cup on this one that catches like the dust or the finer flour. It just twists off. You can pour it out and twist back on. I like that design. It's just really nice. And I like the design of the improved air, the little sponge that goes in the top. It clips in, which is really nice. The bowl clips into the motor, so there's literally no dust and no mistakes. So yeah, I'm going to show you all how it, goes back together. I'm just going to give you a couple of little specifications, and then I'm going to wind up this video for now. I'm going to have a lot of other videos coming up about this grain mill because I'm intrigued. I like it. I think it's going to be a really big seller for them, and I think that's awesome that they didn't skip on quality. You still get that lifetime warranty on the motor and on the milling heads, and you get it at a very affordable price. That's so important, especially, in today's times when you have to watch your money more carefully, but you still want to have those healthy whole grains in your diet. This is literally the most inexpensive you'll get, but I promise you, I've used it. It is not that, it's not feeling like an inexpensive grain mill. It feels like a very heavy duty grain mill, and I'm really excited about it. So the specifications, it has a 1200 watt motor, stainless steel milling heads. It has the easy adjust control knob, which I really like because it's numbered and there's no mistakes. It has the 12 cup flour bowl capacity, and 8 cups of grain can go in the grain hopper. And it says always level your hopper if you fill it to capacity, and don't heap it over the top, because then your bowl, you're going to have overfill. So make sure you don't go over that 8 cups, and make sure you level it off. Other than that, so far, I am really liking this design. I think that if you are brand new to milling grains, I think everybody should be milling their own wheat. If you're brand new and you've been holding off because of the price, this is insane price. I don't know how they did it, but I think that they had a mission. They want everybody to have the opportunity to mill their own grains. And for this price, this is an incredible little grain mill for that price. And there will be no need to move up because it does exactly all that you need it to do. And I am really happy that they decided to do this. From the moment that I heard they were even talking about doing this, my eyes were just completely on my email waiting for the announcement, and it's here, and I want y'all to grab it. Now, as of the recording of this video, today is November the 9th. They are on pre-order. So pre-order, they will ship out the 1st of December, and they will come with a sourdough starter. So exciting. And so be sure to use my coupon code. It's good for this grain mill. It gets you $179 with this grain mill, and I'm so happy about that. Now, the Black Friday deals start, I think, on November 11th. So when this video goes up, those are live. And if you're looking at something else, if you're wanting a mixer, a Nutrmill Artiste, or a Bosch mixer, I'm going to be talking about it, the Bosch black mixer, coming up pretty soon too, because it's a really nice mixer as well. But if you're interested in in any of those, huge Black Friday sale going on, and be sure and use my coupon code if you order something for an extra $20 off. All right, I'm going to end it right there and tell you that you're going to be seeing a lot of this meal coming up. I'm going to be doing a video pretty often on it, because this is not just a new grain mill. This is a movement to make it affordable for those who want to do it but don't want to be at that $300 mark. This is under $200 for a quality lifetime warranty grain mill that does all the things that you need it to do to mill your own wheat. So be looking for all kinds of videos. If you have any questions about it, do not hesitate to leave me a question in the description box below, because I'm going to be using this constantly for a while, and I'm going to put it through the paces, and I'm going to tell you how it works out. I'm going to tell you about the bread. I'm going to tell you how the bread turned out as far as the texture of the flour, all that stuff. We're going to go through all that. So thanks for joining me today. And if you are interested in this, my link is in the description box. It'll be near the top for the Impact Grain Mill and my coupon code. All right, well, you all have a great day, and we are going to see you soon on the next video.